That's right, folks, it's the Vagrant's Valet, and today I'm excited to be coming to you from the heart of Indiana University here in Bloomington, Indiana. And right behind me, folks, as you can see, is the beautiful Calder sculpture. Calder was the name of the artist. This is a big piece of American steel. In fact, I saw a Calder when I was in Germany and Hanover on the Mash Sea. It looked almost exactly the same as this. Absolutely splendid. Well, today I picked up the snappiest dressing vagrant, the snappiest dressed homeless guy I've ever seen. His name is Irish Joe. Irish Joe is in town from Evansville, I think he said. He's staying over at the homeless shelter, but he's got a lot of spirit and a lot of that Irish gusto that we appreciate so much. So now, let's say hello and see if we can help out Irish Joe. Hey brother, you need a ride? I'll give you a ride if you want.
I'll take one.
It's free. Is that your bag there?
That's not mine.
Oh, I was gonna say, doesn't look like you're dressed for the weather. Hop on in.
Someone stole my coat.
What happened?
Someone stole my damn coat at the library.
Oh, that sucks.
I fell asleep over there to get some earbuds in your seat or something. Oh shit, now my tank's falling out.
I'll take your time. Take your time.
Oh, it's one of them days, Bubba.
Oh, what do you got going on?
Nothing too much. I just came into town a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, where are you in from?
Actually, I'm from Chicago, but I came in from Evansville.
Oh, Evansville. That's the land of milk and honey, huh?
I don't know what that is, but it was in your seat.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm having a bad couple of days.
Well, what can I do to help?
You're doing just great. I love that. My name is Irish Joe.
Irish Joe?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm Serbian Zook.
Serbian Zook.
Yeah, well, the Irish and the Serbians generally get along.
I get along with everybody.
Well, fantastic. Like I said, the ride's free wherever you need to go. I can take you.
I appreciate that very much. I'm going down over to a terminal. Well, actually, there's a thrift store.
On the west side of town?
I don't know where it's
East side?
It's by Raleigh's. It's by Kroger, I think.
Is that where you can get clothes for free?
I'm trying to get. I don't care about free. I just bring it on to your coat.
Okay, I know a place where you can. You're looking for a thrift store.
Yeah, so I can go buy a coat.
Okay, you got some money?
Yeah.
Okay. Where you been sleeping? Are you?
I'm over at that mission place.
Okay. All right. Well, you.
And they're kind of doing me harm because they see I got stuff and. I think they changed out my shoe polish and put paint in it.
Over there at the mission?
Yeah, it does something. It's not shoe polish at all. I don't know what the hell that is.
Well, let me see it.
These are my Stacy Adams.
Oh, well, those are some good-looking wheels you got on you.
Well, they were, but I noticed too. One of them already had. When I put it on, I noticed the other shoe already had it done, and I didn't touch that stuff yet. So somebody's put that on there prior to me.
Huh.
And I'm real aggravated because they're up to shenanigans in there. And they're sitting there telling me that they're doing this stuff, basically.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you need to watch yourself in here because this is what they do in here. And blah, blah, blah.
It sounds like a more wretched hive of scum and villainy you'll not find in all the galaxy.
They're just a bunch of dope heads. I mean, it's sorry if you do drugs or whatever is your nature. But...
Well, do you get a good night's sleep at the shelter there?
Well, last couple of nights, no, I have not.
What, do people start like pillow fighting in the middle of the night, or?
Oh, they're kind of loud a little bit.
Yelling and you got your bunkie snoring and all that?
That don't bother me too much. That's a normal thing. But when you got people acting like fools and not wanting to fucking, excuse my language, not want to act right, it starts to be bothersome.
How's the cuisine there?
Terrible. I just came from Culver's.
Oh.
They had the best Reuben signs I've had in years.
They got Reubens there?
That's what it shocked me. I will be living in that restaurant now.
With the sauerkraut and all that?
Yes. It's actually pretty good. Well, I even went and said, that was probably one of the best ones I've had in a while. Thank you, chef. Even though it's done,
What about, well, how did you make it up here why'd you come to Bloomington from Evansville?
Just changed life. And also,
look at that guy's honking me. He's in a big hurry.
He's honking you. Huh? He's just being don't guy me past him. Gotta look at the positives.
Well, that's right. I like that attitude.
Or he was looking at you and he said, "There's a handsome looking guy up in there."
Well, you're the handsome looking guy.
I'm overly dressed most of the time.
Well, it's about you're dressed for success.
That's what I say. I don't even have a job, and I try to dress for success. You are what you dress. Like.
What kind of work do you do?
A bit of everything, basically.
What was your last gig?
Painter.
Oh.
Well, I had a bad car accident, and it makes it really hard for me to do anything with my left hand.
How long ago was that?
That was 2 years ago. My wrist is actually here lately. It's been just shooting pain out of nowhere.
Oh, that sucks.
I decided to grab it for a minute.
Well, they
But I can work. I just can't find anything out here just yet. I haven't really. Like I'm supposed to be going also to the damn. I don't even know where it's at. The food stamp place. To change my address over out here so I can get a food stamp card.
Yeah, they can probably help you at the Shalom Center. You know where I'm talking about?
No, I won't go there.
What's wrong with the Shalom Center?
I try to stay away from the drug scene as much as possible.
Well, I mean, but they're social workers in there can get you going.
Social workers somewhere else that's better than that place.
You give the Shalom Center a pretty poor review then?
Yes. People go there just to go buy drugs. I've been there a couple times. No. And they'll give you a social worker, case manager, whatever, at the mission. But I'm actually thinking about going into their program now.
Well, there's a lot of resources. What kind of program are you interested in?
They have a Christian-based program.
All right.
A lot of Bible studies and such things as that. And that's more my speed. That's just the only thing is that I don't want to be locked down. Where's my damn phone?
You consider yourself a Christian?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good for you.
I still am, but I used to be a minister.
Where did you minister?
In Tennessee.
Oh.
First Baptist Church.
Was it fire and brimstone? Down there in Tennessee, it can be hardcore, can't it?
No, that would most likely be your, where's my other phone?
You can...
I'm not here power pad. Oh, here it is.
It's like sometimes those Baptist preachers, it's like, on your knees and repent, you heathen. Were you one of those guys?
No.
On your knees,
I believe in you come as you are.
You lascivious wench, you...
No, that would be, actually that is more of a Southern Baptist, yes.
Well, you've spent some time in a Pentecostal church?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when I got to town, I went to the Pentecostal church there on 11th Street. Super nice people. But I'll tell you what, they get into it. You see the preacher go up to the podium, and he's got 2 bottles of water and 2 sweat towels. You know you're going to get the gospel. It's going to be fire and brimstone. And he needed those 2 bottles of water. He worked himself up into a frenzy. And it was great. I loved it. But now I go over to Clear Creek Church over here. It's a good one.
Clear Creek, I've heard that one.
Yeah, it's
they told me that was a good church to go to.
Yeah, it's a little bit south.
Yeah, I thought you meant like south, like southern type.
Well, it's like non-denominational.
Well, see, when I hear non-denominational, this is just me speaking. When I hear non-denominational, that's putting a denomination on it. Just say a Church of God. Christ.
That's a good point.
It's a spiritual leading church.
Yeah.
That's the way I like to look at it instead of saying a non-denomination, because it's saying it's a denomination in itself. More like I ain't gonna say that, but it sounds more like I'm making it what I want it to be, not what God wants it to be. That's the way I look at things like that.
Well, what were you doing down in Tennessee?
What was that? Sawmill.
Was it highly lucrative?
Yes.
Oh.
But I burned my thumbs off. Not off, but like here, I just cut it open. Just cut it open today.
Did you guys ever run any kind of moonshine down there in Tennessee?
They have one out there, but I don't mess with the moonshine. I mess with this.
Oh, you're a Scotch drinker?
Oh, I'm Irish. I like my whiskey.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been over to Dublin?
No, I've been to Galway.
To Galway?
Yeah. My father's from Killarney, my mother's from Galway.
Oh, you are Irish indeed.
I was born here, though. She was pregnant with me. I didn't get the luxury of being born in Ireland.
When did you go back?
I haven't been back. I was there when I was like 6. I don't remember too much of it, but I do remember this. When they had a block party, it started off as a guy came out of the tavern, and then somebody else came out with it. We came out with a violin, and then another guy came out in another tavern with an accordion, and they just accumulated though. Next thing you know, you got a band out there, and then some little girls that were river dancers. They were out there river dancing. They started closing off the streets. Here comes everybody. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They just had their own block party right there on the spot. That Galway, I hear, is the theatrical arts type place where you want to go to learn about the culture.
Yeah, Galway, I believe, is on the west side of the island, and maybe a little bit south. I was over in Dublin, what was it, 2.5 years ago? A lot of hospitality there.
I hear Dublin's a great place to be.
Yeah. It's not one of the great European capitals. It's kind of just a small little town right on the river. Those beautiful pictures that you see
that's real.
Of Ireland, that's not Dublin. That's off around.
But that's real though. When you see those are actual real sites that you can. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
My father took me to one of the cliffs, and I still remember to this day. It was beautiful. That's one of the biggest reasons why. And the laws there, the people. It's entirely different from here. It's not. What's the word? Cluster. It's not.
Claustrophobic?
Yes, where everything is chaotic.
Mm.
I can't do that no more. I lived in Chicago for years and I was immune to it.
Oh, what part of Chicago?
North side.
Oh, like Wrigleyville?
Yeah.
Did you go to a lot of ball games?
No. I went to the games just to watch them lose.
Well, was it a drinking community where you lived?
Actually, there was, the ones where they sit up on the roof?
Yeah.
I used to live there. Back before it was that.
So you used to go up on the roof and have a couple cocktails from time to time?
No, my dad wouldn't let me. Actually, Mom wouldn't let me. And I wouldn't drink in front of my family anyways. I come back when I'm drunk. I get in trouble.
What, have you spent a couple hard nights in the drunk tank?
Oh, a bunch of those.
What, the Cook County there?
Oh, no, I've only done that one twice in my whole life.
Well, how were the Chicago police? Was compassion and patience rather short? Or?
No, they whoop your ass.
Oh, boy.
There's this one time I remember, I remember his name too, it was Officer Perez. Because they know who I am and they know not to take me out of handcuffs. I said, I was kicking at his desk, I said, take these handcuffs off. I'll whoop your ass. Excuse my language.
And you'd been drinking a little bit?
Oh, I was dogged. I drink Mad Dog 20. I even got tattooed on my arm, Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah, let's see.
My whole body's loaded. Well, it's not loaded, but all my Celtics on my chest. I put that on me just so I can have reminders to never drink it no more.
That says Mad Dog 2020?
Mm-hmm. I drink that and I turn into this. A pit bull. No, I appreciate the ride, I really do, and the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been socializing with idiots lately.
Well, have you ever been married or that kind of thing?
Divorced now.
Oh, did you have like the meddling mother-in-law?
I had the medal of Captain Save-A-Hole.
Captain who?
Captain Save-A-Hole. Yeah, it was one of them.
What, did the mother-in-law give you a hard time?
Never met her.
Oh.
We was only married for 3 months.
Oh.
Married her the first month I met her.
Was it like kind of like a Charles Bukowski type thing?
It was more along the lines of, I'm trying to think of something here. You ever read the story of Hosea in the Bible?
It's been a while. Can you refresh me?
God told Hosea to go pick up a woman of harlotry and marry her.
A woman of harlotry?
Yes.
Is that what you did?
No. But I didn't know I'd done that.
Oh.
And then, when I found out, I still overlooked it. But when she brought it to the marriage bed and she defiled our marriage bed, that's when I couldn't.
Oh, boy.
So,
Well,
me and my big ideas I always have, I decided I was going to go fight. I used to be a fighter. and throw a couple fights and guarantee the money, and I would bribe DCSF between $30,000 and $50,000, saying it's okay for her to have her children. See that she's got a loving husband at home who's going to provide and everything, and we'll get married and all that. And she said no to the fighting. I said, okay, well, how about open up a mom and dad's old business? She said, what, the escort service? I said, yeah. I said, I'll teach you anything and everything that you need to know about being a madam. And when you learn it, I'll relinquish the business over to you. I'll go back to work, and you'll have a man baby.
Well, that sounds rather unsavory.
And she said yes to that one. But the funny thing about that is when she went out, she used herself. She didn't go get a girl. So I knew I had to leave her now at that point, but I was going to be a man of my word and teach her still what she needed to know, and she learned.
Well, those are some real trials and tribulations.
Oh, I got a whole bunch of them. Well, if you'd like to stay in touch and hang out sometime, I'd be more than happy to do that.
Here, I'll write down my phone number for you.
How's that?
How's that sound?
I don't know if I want to store anybody's phone number. My phone. People doing weird stuff to my phones. I gotta redo them again.
Are you staying over at the shelter tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, don't stay outside, whatever you do.
I was trying to find a place to rent, but I can't find no place to rent yet. Oh, dang. You can't hold on to nothing.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll give you a call sometime.
All right, Irish Joe, it's a pleasure. Don't drink too much.
I'm not drinking this.
Okay.
I bought it for a date that didn't happen, and wasted a whole bunch of money.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
All right, brother.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
You keep rocking.
You too, Bobby.
All right. Excuse me. Well, there's what you call a horse of a different color there. Snappy dresser Joe. Joe likes to drink a little bit, apparently. But he had on a nice tie, a nice hat. His clothes were clean. And apparently he's got some resources there. He had a bag full of groceries and other kinds of goodies there, it looked like. So one of the more curious homeless people that we've helped out here on the VAGRANT'S VALET YouTube channel, that's for sure. He was in good spirits, and usually when I give folks my phone number, I don't hear from them. Although sometimes I do. I have a time or two, and we'll see if we're gonna hear more from Joe. I have a feeling we might, and I'll of course keep everybody up to date on Irish Joe from Evansville, Indiana, from Tennessee, and also Chicago, and apparently also from the drunk tank here and again. So, all right, we're gonna get back on the road. It's a frosty, about 25 degrees, not as bad as yesterday here in southern Indiana. And you know, folks, what I'm about to say. I'm about to say ding ding.